120. You see the 120 beats? I just found how to turn it up. Oh, yeah, you good. No, you don't need to change the 120. Turn it off.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hell no. Hi.
So you're gay, but you're not, right?
I think everybody's gay. That's what Kurt Cobain said, and I believe it. Everyone is gay, but I don't think everybody wants to fuck everybody else. That's
Right.
the thing. Maybe like maybe like this is the everybody is gay. Like you see somebody living a good life. Like I like Jimi Hendrix a lot. I like the way he lived this fucking life. Do I want to fuck Jimi Hendrix? No, because I'm just I got a dick, and my personal opinion is that's enough for me. But I admire Jimmy's style. I admire how he fucking went about his life. So he's like a role model.
You have a crush on him, though.
It's a man crush. Yeah, it's a man crush,
Dude,
you know?
it's okay to have a man crush.
But it wouldn't be like, oh my God, I need to suck your dick, Jimi Hendrix. It'd be more like, dude, let's jam.
Exactly, dude. Like, my favorite.
Let's jam and take some acid.
Yeah, dude, let's fucking hang out. Like, what's up, dude? Like, tell me all your secrets about your
Fuck, I know you've been
playing.
to Neptune and back on your, I don't know how you did it.
Your spaceship.
It's cosmic spaceship, a fucking
Your
goddamn.
fucking bandana with acid in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I met my fucking hero, Neil Evans.
Who's that?
He's the keyboard / bass player for Soul Live. And
Nice.
if you never listened to Soul Live,
I think you showed me some.
yeah, it's basically two brothers, one's playing drums, one's playing keyboard and bass at the same time, and then there's a guitar player, Eric Krasno, and it's a 3-piece band. Eventually they added horns and it sounded even better, but they started out as a 3-piece with two brothers, and the drummer and the bassist / keyboardist were brothers, and they had that fucking bond.
Yeah.
Like, they fucking knew each other's next move.
Me and my brother used to make music, and it was very great. Miss that fucker. Marcus, if you out there, stop fucking off.
Yeah,
Miss
dude,
you, man.
come jack me off. No homo.
No homo.
But I met Neil Evans and Eric Krasno and Alan Evans because I snuck backstage in New Orleans because I was wearing a suit jacket.
yeah, so you just fit in.
Dude, I just walked past the bouncer and I had confidence. And I was just like, yep. And I just acted like...
And you're a musician, too, so it's like not unfamiliar territory for you to fucking be on stage.
Well,
like,
I was 23 or something like that. So I just like... I had a couple drinks and I saw where the backstage was. And I just went and I made my move.
fucking right.
And the guy just acted like, oh yeah, he must, be associated with the band or something.
Yeah.
And then I was back there and I was like, holy shit. And then I was all of a sudden in the green room was fucking Soul Live, the
That's
band
the
that I'd
shit.
been jacking off to for fucking 5 years.
You jack up right to the speaker just so it
Dude.
sounds weird. Like, so it does the warble. Sprays everywhere, you know. You get a different pattern every time. It's artwork.
I jacked off to the metronome that they were playing to. But I sat down and I tried to play it cool.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I met one of my fucking very fucking high idols. It was a passing meet, but definitely when I met him, I was like, oh shit, I'm feeling fanboy. So I'm gonna just keep this short, and I just basically told it was Dax Riggs.
Oh yeah.
I basically it was at the Salmon, Wild Salmon when it was flowing. But I seen a few of his shows, and he's one of my favorite fucking singers. And his music he puts together too, but he's really one of my favorite singers. Definitely left alive for sure, because all of my other ones are dead. But yeah, I seen him in passing, and I was like, hey man, what's up, dude? I really like your music, man. You're a fucking cool motherfucker. And he was gracious on that, and we just kept going. I didn't want to bother him or anything, but he was receptive and cool about it. He was like, yeah, fuck it, yeah, right. You know, like it was just a fucking cool little thing, you know. So I got to meet one of my fucking like real fucking musician idols. I really want to meet Les Claypool. I really would like to fucking meet some motherfuckers in Tool.
Yeah, that's a little harder.
Flea, like I feel like Flea is a meetable motherfucker because he's so down to earth and he likes to jam with motherfuckers.
He's a fucking
cool guy. So I feel
guy.
like if there's some kind of channel where I could, like, I feel like if I get lucky, I might be able to jam with Flea in my life. It's not even that I want to make a record or anything. I just want to fucking chill with the motherfucker for a day and fucking get on bass and I'm gonna play some drums or guitar or whatever. Like whoever else is there, you know. Like,
Chad Smith.
Oh yeah, Chad Smith. Oh, dude, Chad Smith is the shit. I showed you that video the other day. Remember that shit? Yeah.
Either one. I would play with either one of them.
Well, yeah. But these are my top motherfuckers. But yeah. Almost any fucker that's in a good band. Yeah.
So Dax Riggs needed a drummer at one point, and one of my homeboys, brother Deej, do you know?
Dude, when Deej was going overseas around 2012, he was going to a European tour. He was looking for a slide guitarist. I didn't play slide at all at the time, but my friend Chad Gallagher got me an audition with him. So it was like a week ahead of time, so I just practiced slide. I could play the guitar like I could play now, but the slide was all new to me. So I went in and I tried to fucking do the best I could. Like it was cool. Like he's a real cool motherfucker, but I was so rusty on slide. Like I'm not a slide guitarist yet, you know. And that's what he was looking for too. But man, he's a cool motherfucker. I love Brother D.
He is one of
he's down to earth.
He's coolest motherfuckers.
We jammed for like 15 fucking 20 minutes, man. You know, and he wasn't fucking any weirdness about like anything. Like we had a cool little jam. We both understood I can't keep up with it. It's not like if he needed a regular guitarist, I could fucking do it. But he was looking for slide. Yeah. He does his dobro
dude, he lights the fucking guitar on fire and he has fireworks and everything.
Dude, I haven't seen many of his shows, man. I just know the motherfuckers.
So I played with him.
So about that drummer, I'm sorry, I ruined you.
No. Okay, so yeah, Dax Riggs.
Yeah.
So he got me a audition with Dax Riggs, right?
Nice.
And I just showed up, and guess what? I was on Xanax. And I listened to his music, and I was like, dude, this is fucking like peanut butter and jelly drums. Like, I can just fucking...
Yeah, Dax got easy drums.
Dude.
I
thought I did great. Never heard back from the fucker. I must have said some shit or...
Well... Here's the thing.
This was in my early 20s. I was an asshole.
Here's the thing, man. Dax, from what I've seen, it started out with Acid Bath. Acid Bath was a really heavy metal band, and Dax did mostly vocals for it. I think he did like acoustic guitar maybe for a song or two. But maybe he didn't even do the acoustic guitar for it. I could be wrong. But basically he did the vocals for it. Like the guitarist fucking wrote the musicians wrote the music and Dax would write the fucking lyrics. They were in a fucking real dark, drug out fucking homo fucking next to New Orleans fucking period, just going through the fucking drugs. It was before the fentanyl shit, so you didn't have to worry about fucking overdose so much. I know people that chilled and we fucking went through their fucking jam space and fucking got fucked up with them, fucking like just like hung out with them, and it's no joke, they fucking went hard. Then the bassist Audi, I forget his last name, died from in a car accident. I think a drunk person fucking hit him or something.
Damn.
That's what broke that band up. And from what I'm seeing, like after that, some of the other bands, like some of the other people went to other spaces. I don't know where the drummer's at. He's fucking amazing. One of the guitarists went to Goat Horror. I think it's Goat Horror. And then Phil Ancimo plays with Down. I think one of the guitarists might be Down. But yeah, the guitars definitely went on. There was two guitars. I don't know about the other one, but Dax. The thing about Dax, what he was doing in that band was a lot of screaming. He was in his early stage. Like when I was in Blue Logic, I was doing screaming too. You know, I don't do that anymore. That was a stage. So when he fucking, moved on from this real fucking dark period of heaviness and all this shit. He lost a fucking good friend. I'm sure he might have lost maybe many for good friends in the fucking circle, but he lost his fucking bandmate and everything. And his next album is very fucking indie, you know, it's I mean, more poppy, but very dark in the lyrics. But it's no metal, and a lot of people were talking shit. Like they were like, "Oh, that's not what the fuck you doing?" Why? And he didn't want to talk about fucking acid bath a lot too. But I get it. It's a darkness. Like
he lost.
There's some grief. You gotta leave a motherfucker alone.
And so he probably saw me as like, oh, this fucking drug head.
Well, no. What I was getting to is I think he's a real fucking like. I know he did a lot of acid. I know he did a lot of other drugs.
That was probably before I even ever did acid.
That was,
which is ironic.
Like early '90s. Yeah. We were young. We were babies. I was a baby, but I think. Part of it, a big piece of it's gonna be the personalities. Is what he's looking for. Like I don't think the musician is the full picture. Like or the music played is the full picture for what he would be looking for. Because when I seen him play live, one festival international after Blue Moon, it was a bass player with a simple setup. It was Dax with his fucking acoustic Epiphone acoustic. Half acoustic, half electric guitar. What I forget what they call it. Yes.
Electric acoustic.
And simple drum setup. Like the drum setup had fucking hi hat, one big fucking ride, and one bass drum and a floor tom.
Yeah.
It was fucking.
Dude,
that's it. And the snare, you know, and the snare. But yeah, it was
hopefully.
Real fucking. Dude, it was real chill. They played fucking perfect. It was like a sardine can in the Blue Moon. Like everybody, like it was after festival too, but Dax too. Like it's a local motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one of my motherfuckers, man. I feel like he took his own path. Here's the thing. He could have. Like he did a lot of shows like in Austin. I feel like if he really wanted to, and I'm sure he knows that, like he could fucking. Quote sell out, you know, or makes the right songs for the right people to fucking spread his name, but he doesn't do that for a fucking good reason, because he lives in Lafayette sometimes, like he drives his hearse around and shit. I don't think he wants that fucking bright light, that bright fucking stage light life, you know. So I think that's why he keeps it real fucking slow, you know.
You don't think he had a manager that was like pushing him towards things?
The first records they were with were Rotten Records, and I heard they fucked them over pretty bad.
Right. That's usually what happens when new bands start.
Yeah.
Is they're like, hey, we can make you fucking rock stars.
Yeah.
Blah, blah,
so
blah.
Come sign to us, and we're going to own your music and fucking put you on tour and just give you enough money for drugs and food. And when you get back, you're going to be fucking... Oh, you might make some more, depending on how music sells you.
Right.
But yeah, I think they just got a shitty record deal at first. That's why Acid Bath didn't really get a name out until it got its name out by spread of word more than fucking. I mean, it's metal. Ain't much metal stations on that too.
Well, that's the whole point. Is everybody has an agenda when it comes to music, and some people only want to play music for this reason, or this reason.
Yeah.
And it's hard to align all of those. And
mine is just fucking... Music makes me feel free. Music is a drug in my brain that does not fucking cause problems. TV is a drug in my brain that causes me to be lazy. Drugs in my brain, they're tricky. They're all kind of different things. But music, I can get high on and fucking enjoy my life. Now... doing it by myself, I played so long that it's become a fucking boring routine to do by myself. So I'm just I played and worked with a lot of bands, and I know that I just want to fucking work with people who want to make music. It's not even about fucking. I just want to make albums that sound really cool. If they sell, cool. If not, fuck it.
Yeah.
But I can listen to it later and fucking be like, that's cool as shit, you know?
Like when you're 60, you're like, dude,
yeah,
I
did
remember
that.
this time.
Yeah, because I got 2 albums I recorded, or at least 2 albums I recorded. One with a band, one of my own shit that I listen to every now and then. And every time I listen to it, I'm like, I'm so fucking glad I did that shit.
Exactly.
And I got a lot of gaps in between where I didn't do shit. And like, I feel it's time to get back on it just because it's a chronicle of your life. Like when we die, when people listen to our music, we're alive again, you know? And when people listen to podcasts, we're alive again.
Same.
I think that
exactly the same shit.
Any kind of thing like that, you know. So it building good art, and yeah, I consider podcasts like a fucking weird art because you get to hear people in their normal fucking situations.
The only problem I have with podcasts is that I started doing podcasts like in 2009,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna lie, it was a sort of a trick to get a girl or whatever to.
Well, it was new then.
Nobody knew what the fuck a podcast was.
Yeah, Joe Rogan made it big.
And Adam Carolla.
Joe, if you're out there and you ever hear this, you the dude. Thank you for the fucking inspiration.
Look at the picture.
Yeah, this dude met you. Hope to meet you one day. We can talk about psychedelics. Talk about fucking life. Yeah,
so
Joe Rogan's cool.
love Joe Rogan, love Adam Carolla. They were like the original podcasters. I guess Howard Stern, you could kind of put that in the same thing, but
that was a
more
radio show, and
yeah,
he was like fucking. He wasn't trying to get information. He was fucking trying to.
He was exploiting like bikini models.
He was acting like a late show host. He's like, I'm gonna talk shit about you. I seen an interview with him and fucking the Stone Temple Pilots singer fucking Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland had just got
Rest
out
in
of
peace.
Yeah, he just got out of fucking rehab. He was trying to fucking be sober and shit, and fucking Howard Stern's just like grilling him on fucking heroin shit. Just like, fuck off, dude. Like this dude just came in sober fucking from rehab, and he's fucking like looking like he's down and shit, you know. And you fucking like just stirring shit. I don't know. I don't like Howard Stern that much. Howard Stern's like he's like Alice Cooper's fucking. Like Alice Cooper's a shitty rock star. Howard Stern's his fucking cousin that fucking. I don't know.
I feel like
they look similar and they just both very fake. I don't know.
They both wear guy liner.
Yeah, they look.
Have you seen that shit? Like where? Like,
I've actually seen an actual Alice Cooper concert. I hate to say.
Oh shit!
It was free. It was free tickets.
Okay.
It was at a casino. It wasn't great. There's one good song by Alice Cooper.
New Orleans?
No. It was at the Shada Casino. You know how they do those fucking old bands and shit.
Baton Rouge?
In Kinder, or maybe Marksville. It's like mid Louisiana.
In Louisiana.
Yeah, mid Louisiana.
Dude, fuck. Well, fuck Louisiana.
It was free, and I was young, and I went with a friend.
But also, there's like 3 places in Louisiana where you can kind of make a case for it, right?
New Orleans, Baton Rouge. I don't know what you're thinking about for number 3.
Yeah, it's like a toss-up between Lake Charles and like
No,
Shreveport.
I can't say Lake Charles. Shreveport's its own thing. That's northern people. Like
they're closer to Texas and
I haven't spent
Arkansas.
time in Shreveport, so I don't really know what it's like. But I know that once you get past Natchitoches, we some southern motherfucking frogs. Like, and sometimes we sound like frogs, especially when we're drunk. When you get past Natchitoches, they sound more like Yankees.
Yeah, so my grandparents lived in Jonesboro, and that's
Mississippi.
No, it's North Louisiana.
Oh, Louisiana.
And it's closest to Shreveport, and there's like a lot of different towns where you go through, and it's like
it's not much at all.
It's like you grab a multitude of places where you drive through, where it's like fucking Bunkie. Ladies and gentlemen, there is a place in Louisiana called Bunkie.
Yep. Bump ass shit.
There's
old piece of loose ass.
It's just like And we're the only state in the United States with parishes. Everyone else has what?
If you come to Louisiana, you live to perish.
I mean, I think this is the
Counties.
state.
Everybody else
Counties,
got counties.
This is the place where you come.
I like the sound of parish better than county. I don't know.
Yeah,
County just sounds like old West and shit.
Dude,
I like the parish. Parish sounds Parisy or like more fucking upper class.
It sounds legit. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know why we picked that, but everything else about our politics is pretty fucked, man. Shit.
Dude, we're like in the bottom 5 of education, infrastructure. Like, we're not doing great.
I was talking to Maurice about this the other day, and like he was talking about his travels through shit, and like I was talking about mine, and like when I went up to Colorado, like how I just like I'm white as fuck, you know.
I'm pink.
But when I went out to Colorado, like these people are really white because there's like maybe in Grand Junction, which is around the same size as like just Lafayette, not the outside areas. Oh, man, there wasn't many black people, you know, at all.
Right.
And they were racist towards them too. There was a lot of KKK shit going on over there, which doesn't happen down here. Everybody's mixed down here. Everybody's fucking like we're the gumbo and we were talking about that shit and he was telling me about his experiences with it, and his was a little bit different. I forget the exact story, but I think it came down to class because it was just like they were living next to rich white people, you know, and then they fucking got ghettos. But when you come down to Louisiana, like, yeah, they got rich neighborhoods, but then the darker neighborhood, I mean, a lot of us just live, we all poor, a lot more poor right here, and there's a lot less racism in Louisiana. I don't know. I've been out to Colorado. I didn't see KKK shit in Louisiana. Like, I heard about it, but I didn't ever know anybody in that shit. It was just jokes and fucking, like, folklore. And when we moved to Colorado, the first house we moved in, dude, underground, it was like a 2-story house, and in the fucking basement, when we were cleaning out one day, they had some fucking posters like KKK, kill all the fucking, like, rally posters.
Like Confederate flag type shit, or
Confederate flag. Fuck, it was like posters like you'd go to take to a rally. All just different fucking shit. Yeah, I've never seen that shit over here.
Dude,
so
that shit is so retarded. Like, y'all, first of all,
so I think
y'all lost the fucking war. This whatever. The Civil War.
Here's the thing. That was out in Colorado. You know, that's in the middle. I think it's just the fucking lack of information or the lack of understanding because they don't see the fact that white trash people do the same, just as stupid fucking weird shit as any color trash people. I'm gonna say it that way. White people do the same fucking, or their own version of stupid shit just as any other people who have been put into really bad situations that can't get out, you know? That's all I say about trash. It doesn't mean they're fucking always going to be trash. People can change and be better. It just means some people are growing up in a very rough area and it's hard to trust them because you can't, because you got to be fucking righteous with yourself. But they haven't experienced like as much mix of culture over there, you know. Down here there's a lot more mix, and I feel like there's a lot less racism over here in Louisiana, man.
Well, look no further than Florida, where probably the most white trash per capita.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Florida, but
I mean, look,
most of the people I meet from Florida are all fucking.
My mom,
I'm pretty crazy, but
and my aunt live in Florida, and I love them forever. But they're not white trash. But every single day when I go on Instagram or Facebook, there's a story about a white man has a crocodile in his trunk, or a white man raped a 12-year-old. Like, it has nothing to do with race. They got shitty people of all races.
yeah.
it's not even like,
No, it's not race at all.
dude,
it's fucking
it's about intelligence and
circumstances grow up, how you
how you
growing
were-
up, and also some DNA shit. Like
Yeah.
maybe they got some certain DNA people that are more prone to fucking want to fucking do stupid shit. I don't know. But maybe it's more of a societal thing than anything. Maybe it's fucking dystopian society that's turning people into fucking narcissists. Fuck.
yeah, some people were just grown up in a terrible situation where they wanted to be great. They just didn't have the opportunity to get that.
We all, I feel like, I mean, not we all. Okay, well, some people are born into rich families where they can, and then they probably can't even do whatever they want. They probably got to do what their parents tell them half the time, but I'm sure there's a few, I don't know.
The point is, there's no perfect race.
There's
Okay.
no perfect life. There's no perfect type of way to live. The thing about the Earth, it's ever changing. We had an ice age back in the day. It's fucking slowly melted. It's still slowly melting. So this climate change, we think, which is happening. You know? I'm all with the fucking climate change
Oh, I
idea,
definitely
it
believe
was
in it.
fucking hotter this year than ever. But maybe that's not our fault at all. Maybe it is. Maybe we caused a fucking acceleration, but maybe this ice age that was a long time ago, it's just, this is like a cycle. This is just like the fucking fall, winter fucking seasons, you know? Earth is going near its winter or something now. And maybe we might be accelerating it too. We got more, so they say we have more we have more plants now, more greenery now than we did back then. I guess because like the ice and shit, you know, make more stable climate for it, which gives us more. I don't understand how they say that, but more carbon dioxide.
Well, that makes sense because
What doesn't a plant take our carbon dioxide and turn it into oxygen though?
right, and it's sort of like a cycle because I mean they had the dinosaurs. Do you believe in dinosaurs?
Yeah, because they got fossils.
Yeah, dude. And we turn them into petroleum. And then we have wars about them.
Oh, man. Yeah, that
So-
oil thing is a scary thing because we don't know what we're doing down in that earth. Like think if you just a human walking through the earth and you start bleeding one day and somebody's like, hey, I think I can make some money with that. Let me just suck that out of you. Like, that's what we're doing with the earth. We don't really know what the fucking oil is there in the earth for. I feel like it's a good lubricant, and we're probably gonna, I don't know.
Well,
It's hard to tell. We have no idea. But it'd be like, just like that. Like, oh, look, let me take some of this fluid out your body, because I could use it, you know? And then what if you just take too much? And I can't breathe no more. I can't fucking, my heart fucking out of blood. I don't know. It's a random one, but.
the AI thing is getting it's ramping up. Like they're starting to get better and better at it. If you'll see from our episode page picture, me and Greg look like fucking models, dude. Like,
Yeah, I've been working on myself for a long time, you know.
like I mean, we kind of like we did a photo
Fitness
shoot,
is my thing.
and you know, I put a little makeup on. Greg grew his hair out and then cut it immediately. I don't know what that was about, but
Well, you see.
there's now a not safe for work AI girlfriend
What?
where you can basically buy an AI girlfriend.
Why?
Exactly.
To put into your fucking sex dial so it talks to you too?
So it's basically
Hey, go for it if you need it. Hey, do what you want. Not my cup of tea.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, I'm going to need a physical connection and a mental connection to be with someone. And it's not going to happen with an AI generated whatever. I don't care what the fuck, how hot she is. Like,
Wait till they get to this fucking technology. So you can buy your fucking little fucking person bot, but then you can fucking like have a person that you're Skyping over the internet or whatever with, and they can fucking like like put their fucking, they can pilot the bot. So basically you could fuck with somebody like across the world, you know, but y'all doing it through bots, but y'all controlling the bots, you know. So like I'm talking to this Chinese chick. She has a dude bot. I got this chick bot, and we hook each other's brains up and like.
oh, so you're talking about Black Mirror? Okay.
Yeah, some Black Mirror fucking shit, you know.
Dude,
That would be an advancement because you're at least interacting with a soul, but still, it's like I don't want to fuck no guy. Like, how much do we enjoy condoms? Aren't they the greatest fucking pleasure in the world when you put that on and realize you can't feel the other person?
dude,
like what's the fuck? Like, come on, shit.
somebody
Sorry.
dropped off like a big box of condoms the other night at our
People
job,
use protection.
and
Don't get diseases.
I was just handed like a handful of them, and I was like, ha ha, I haven't seen a condom in a while because I've been with the same girl for 7 years. And I'm like, I don't need a condom. I'm good. But you know what? Fuck it. So I just like had a bunch of condoms in my back pocket. And my girl saw them. She was like, what is this? Why do you have condoms?
I did the same thing. I grabbed.
Yeah,
like,
you grabbed it too.
well, it's like, okay, I was on one date like earlier this year, and I was like, fuck, I ain't got a condom. But I don't think I'm a score. But if I get the chance, what am I gonna stop at a store before? Like I don't know. So I grabbed like 6 of them just in case, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I grabbed like a handful. I was just like, fuck it. What a novelty of a fucking.
It's been a while.
Yeah, dude. Like, fuck. And you know, you jack off into them, and it's less of a mess. But you know what I'm saying? It's just like
That's teenage shit. There.
some teenage shit. But you know, it's gonna get weird when they make AI girlfriends.
I mean, it's so close already. They got the sex dials and they talk to them.
Well, it's
not.
It's not close enough.
No,
yet.
it's not. It doesn't have the conversation. But all you got to do is put ChatGPT in it. I don't know how ChatGPT works. Never mind. So I can't say that. But
well,
something close to it. Something like what's getting developed.
Should we look if we had ChatGPT or whatever it is, AI, while we were in college? Hey, we'd have a bachelor's, maybe a master's degree, because these kids are all taking Adderall, using GPT, AI, whatever the fuck, writing the same papers. My girl's dad is a professor in New York. And two of the same people turned in the exact same paper verbatim. And he got a kick out of that. He was like, I've been waiting because I knew this AI shit was coming. And it just made me laugh. And he enjoyed the fact that they were so clueless to the fact that, oh, you think I'm not gonna like notice that you both, and it's not even like they like copied off each other, like, you know, like back in middle school and shit.
Yeah,
like,
they just put in too near the information, too similar of the information to where it came out.
Yeah,
very, very the same way.
Like I would cheat off of like the smart dude to the right of me.
Oh yeah, I have a couple things written on my hand, up his paper.
You know, I mean, dude, you could bring a water bottle in and like write some shit down on it.
Now they got watches and shit. You just have the internet on your fucking like wrist. You could have somebody outside with a fucking little headphone.
Dude, everything is possible now.
Yeah.
But when we were growing up, that's why you don't have a degree, do you?
I got a technical certificate from for electronics from T.H. Harris. So it's a 2-year technical degree. If I would have went do my basic classes, like the English, math, blah blah blah, then it would have been a associate degree.
Okay.
they didn't have it at that school. I would have to go to UHealth for it, and I missed my time period. It was like 2 years. So it's just I know my electronics a little bit.
And fuck it, because look at us. We're podcasting right now. We figured it out. I
It's
just
electric.
forgot to turn the microphone on.
Well, shit happens.
Fuck degrees. But I have a GED. That's a good enough diploma. And I started college when I should have started my senior year in high school. So I just like skipped. And I
Nice.
went straight to college because I was like, yo, I didn't know about this hack. But my brother did the same thing. But I wasn't very interested in learning anything in college because I was 17 and I was seeing all these hot college girls and I was more interested in marijuana and I was in a band and also that band turned into the Givers. Have you ever heard of them?
Yes, dude. There was one time near festival that they were playing at Grand Street, and I ran their sound, and we recorded their show too. I lost the recording, so my fucking computer crashed. But yeah, dude. What's the chick's name? They used to sing the lead singer. Chick. I don't know if she still sings for him.
On the tip of my damn tongue.
Oh, man, she's so fucking cool.
Yeah, she's cool. But
I met the whole band. We didn't talk much, but like I met her after.
Tiffany.
Yeah, I met her after on the street, like going to the record shop, and like we shot the shit for a second. It was cool. I don't know.
Yeah, so I was in a band with the sax player, the drummer, the bassist. We were all in high school together. We had a band called Spontaneous Compunction.
Nice.
Right? And we thought we were the fucking shit, dude, because we were like during fucking lunch, like people would come to the auditorium and like watch us jam and shit.
Nice.
And like we thought we were the fucking shit. And then one night they text me and they were like, yo, come meet me at let's all go meet at fucking whatever the fuck coffee shop it was, like CC's or some shit like that. Like that's not even in business anymore. And
CC's they still got some.
Oh, they still got some.
But the one in Johnson is going.
Yeah. But
one.
it was that one. And they were like, yo, so I was playing drums at the time. And they were like, yo, so man, we hate to say this. And it was like all four of them sitting across from me, and I was just like by myself.
It's happening.
And they were like, so we found another drummer, and like, dude, it's a real bummer, but like, in order for us to like, you know, move this forward, like we're gonna have to like replace you with this drummer, and this drummer, by the way, shout out to Jermaine Prejean, is a badass drummer. Like, this motherfucker is probably top 5 in Louisiana. Like, no fucking doubt about it. And I was like super bummed, but then I was so dedicated to getting back in that band that's when I started learning keyboard. And so I was like, yo, if I learn keyboard, can I? Because they didn't have a keyboard player.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, so I've been learning like all my blues scales and everything, because I know all y'all do is play blues scales, and you know, no shade, but. And then eventually I got back in the band, and I had a fucking Hammond organ, and I was back in the band, and Jermaine was playing the drums, and I was fucking holding down some fucking nasty chords, and it was fucking great. And then Spontaneous Compunction broke up, and then the Givers started.
Yeah.
And they had a fucking music video on VH1. And I was working at Atmosphere.
Yeah. Okay. Look, I really like the early Givers when they were just starting, and I don't know. Was it like four? Was it like four of them? It was the chick, the dude that played the Telecaster, the drummer, and the bassist. Did they have anybody else at the beginning?
Yeah, they had Nick, who was playing keyboard, but he was a sax player.
Okay,
So that's what chapped my ass.
He didn't play all the time with them, did he?
He bounced out.
Because I feel like when I seen them, they were a four-piece.
Yeah, he bounced out.
I could be wrong though.
Because
maybe five, maybe I'm just not remembering. Right.
He was the oldest one in the band, and he like kind of saw like the way the music industry was fucking them.
Yeah.
Like they were giving them free Adidas and shit, flying them to New York. But basically, I think they signed they signed their soul away to the devil.
And that's what I was kind of not exactly getting at, but it does explain it. Like their earlier shit had a lot of depth to it. It had its own presence. It was cool. It was itself. I seen I was clicking through Facebook like a fucking zombie the other day, like a month or two ago, and they had one of their newer songs, and it's just like straight up pop. Sounds like overproduced fucking pop.
And it's probably because they have a producer in there with them,
exactly,
telling them
what the fuck to do, and it's all.
And
like,
it's not George Martin, the fifth Beatle.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's definitely not. It's somebody trying to make them make money, and it just don't sound the same. They used to be more hippie. Now they all fucking.
Dude, and I love all those. I love all of them. This is no hate. This is no shame.
Yeah.
This is more just like
we're just discussing music. This is opinions.
I was young.
This is my opinion. I don't know shit. I'm Greg Stelly, and I don't know shit.
Oh yeah,
we walk around and we look at shit, and we think about what it means to us.
Yeah. So
I love all you people. This is just observation.
But then
y'all made it farther than me in music, so I ain't throwing shade.
But then I got into a rock band. The Botanist. I think we played together.
Yeah.
We shared a show. And then me and the bass player from The Botanist, we started Machete.
Heard of y'all.
We got a couple CDs from both of those bands. And then now we got If They Ask, which is a mixture of Machete and Brass Mimosa. You heard of Brass Mimosa?
Yeah.
So it's like the drummer and the bass player from Brass Mimosa and the keyboard player and the guitarist from Machete. And we're a four-piece. But we make a lot of noise, and the rhythm section has their shit locked down because they've been together for a while. And then me and the guitar player, we got our shit locked down because I know when to lay out and let him shine, and he knows how to fucking comp for me whenever I'm soloing.
Yeah.
So it's a fucking perfect little match. The only problem is we're old as fuck, and that's the name of the podcast. We getting old.
That's the name of the podcast, but old don't mean shit. Here's what I started to learn. So I was young. When I got to like 27, I started hitting like a spiral. At 26, 27, I got in this like hard drug spiral. And I feel like that's where I started becoming from young to like middle aged in some kind of weird way. Because after the spiral, I ended up around 30, catching my ground again, and realized, okay, I'm a little older now. I got to approach life differently. And I also notice how it also separates sections of society, like, because like young people are, when you're in your early 20s, when you're just blooming, you have a really big zest for life, and you're looking for different things than after you've gone through that period and fucking experienced a lot of the fucking, some of the fakeness, some of the fucking, the overdoing yourself or whatever it is, you know, so like,
the lust, the fucking
it's just the things that hurt, the things that felt good. You start to fucking hone that in, and at a certain point, when I hit the middle age section and got off my fucking hard spirals. I found, I don't know. Yeah, I'm getting old, but now I know how to direct my brain, whereas before I didn't. When I was in my 20s, I was fucking running on a lot of ego and just fucking
Fumes.
impulse.
Yeah.
And now I have a space where my brain can think before it reacts, and I could plan a little better. I'm a little bit late. I'm way lazier. That's another thing. You lose a lot of fucking energy after your 20s. You just fucking now I use a little bit of drugs. Sorry to say,
Dude, when
weed's the shit.
yes.
So we're psychedelics.
Points. In my 20s, I was always telling my friends, like, dude, I'm going to die at 30. Like, I wasn't like Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, Kurt Cobain, Club 27 type shit, but I was like, dude, I'll be surprised if I make it to 30.
It's
and here I
crazy 'cause
am at 38.
I never thought that at all about myself. Like, I've actually when I started doing a lot of acid the last couple years, that's when I came to the fucking realization that I might be more in a midlife fucking area. I started skateboarding. That's midlife crisis shit. I didn't buy a Ferrari, but I did start skateboarding. I don't know. Maybe it's not midlife crisis.
But you don't do tricks.
But if anything, like before, I never had no fucking feeling of I'm gonna die around this time. But recently, something has told me maybe I'm around the middle.
Well, it's sort of a dark.
And that sounds cool to me because I don't want to live to no 100. Fuck. If I live to 60-ish.
Exactly, dude.
It's cool.
Like,
I'm down with that.
I was listening to some podcasters yesterday, and they were talking about, and they're in like their 50s and shit, and they were like, when do you want to go? And they have kids and shit, so they were talking about like, well, I want to see my grandkids who haven't been born yet, and that's sort of like their metric of their life. Me and my lady, we don't want kids. I mean, I think she kind of does, but also it's not like a deal breaker. Like, we got together on the same page that, nah, we don't want to bring kids into this
fucking
evil, crazy world.
Especially not set up how you are. Yeah, you know, like maybe if you get a fucking mansion and money out the ass, you know, then you can fucking. That's how I feel about it too. You know, like
that was my main thing. Was if
my
I'm
my brother has 6 kids, so. And my mom had my brother when she was 16. My brother had his first kid when he was 16. So the fact that I broke that cycle, I was very happy about, and I also feel like our generation is reproduced with my brother. I would like to have my own kid one day, but at this point, I'm happy I made it. I'm very happy I made it this long.
And that's the point. It's like,
but it's also fucking disconnects me from a lot of people that I knew, and it just puts when you're 32 years old and you act like a kid because you're trying to have fun with life, and they got all kind of people that are fucking pissed off because they got kids. You start to look like the weirdo, so there's less of us left. It's all right though. I'm all right. I mean, fuck.
That's the whole point. Is if I'm gonna have kids, or even just one kid, I want him or her or they to have the fucking best life. Like, I want them to be able to go and get like the coolest shoes that they want. You know, like, I want them to have all the shit that I didn't have when I was a kid. Like, I want them to have like, you know, like a cool ass bedroom, like, you know, if they want a lizard, if they want a fucking dog, I don't care. Like, I want them to fucking live it up because
I'm like you with that too, but I have a fucking strong feeling or a strong like idea of wanting to teach them to earn that, you know, like in the beginning of their life, the first like before they fucking understand any type of work type shit, like probably wouldn't start till like they start school or something that I would start implementing, like where before that it would be gifts for sure, you know, but once they start understanding that you have to like or at a certain point I'd really like to teach them how to work for things, because I feel like I learned that somewhere but I wasn't taught it, but I feel like if I was taught it, I could have been a lot better at what I did in my life. So like, basically, at a young age, start telling them if they want something really cool on TV, give them something simple to do, you know?
Right, and they're doing that now with like these like little. They have like cards, you know, like debit cards basically, and you can. It's basically like an allowance, and it's like, oh, if you do your chores, I'll put this on your card, and then you can go
Well,
buy your shit.
That shit I would wait till like at least high school. Or
Oh
later,
yeah,
or
definitely.
Really, maybe even later than that, because I wouldn't want to give them cash for drugs.
Oh well, yeah.
But-
yeah.
But it would be more about like, okay, like if they see something they really want, if there's something that I feel like I could bond with them on, I'm getting that. You know, like you ever seen those big sumo suits?
Oh yeah, dude.
So that'd be fun.
Dude.
Yeah, when I get a kid big enough for that, like I want to buy a sumo suit.
Imagine us going to work in those.
Dude, we wouldn't fit.
We wouldn't be able to get around
in there.
anything. Going
Nah.
to serve people food and that shit. We'd knock over everything.
Dude, we'd break everything.
But yeah, no, I understand what you're saying about like
Like just teaching them that
it has to be some sort of earning.
Yeah, because like I feel like the spoiled rich kids, they
They end up like Hunter Biden.
end up being really corrupt, and they also, I feel like, don't have the capacity to fucking really enjoy things because they don't. I mean, they earn it in a way that's fucking false, or like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's
I
like-
could be wrong.
It's like Succession. I know you haven't watched it yet, but
it was given to them when they're born. That's the thing. That's one of the biggest things, you know.
well, it's like
They're
you
born
don't.
into it, so they never even had to know about a fucking hard life or fucking working for anything, you know. And like,
No
you as a
struggle.
parent, you know, like say you got your kid and shit, and you get wiped out or something, and your kid has to live on. If you taught them how to at least be a little bit self-sufficient, you taught them a little bit backbone, it's gonna go a far way from having a spoiled child that lose their parents and don't know what the fuck to do anymore because they got given everything, you know.
Right.
So I really want to teach them to be self-sufficient and to think for themselves too, like to fucking try to teach them to solve problems, you know. Like when I see that they're wondering about something or they can't figure out something, try to like guide them to it, you know.
Right. Yeah, I'm more of like just team no kids because
Well, yeah.
I want to travel, and you know what?
I want a kid with some random cafe chick right now. I'm going.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no.
Oh, you put it out there. They're not gonna
There-
listen to this part.
It was a stupid thing. So my first 4-year girlfriend that I stayed with, that was really serious. We met in high school, and we were each other's like first big crushes and shit.
Would you call it a soulmate?
Yes. And
Oh shit! Stupid mic. We got some shitty mics here, ladies and
we
gentlemen.
were each
We're
other's
figuring it
first
out.
everything. She was a beautiful artist.
Wait, she broke your penis virginity?
She did, and I broke her virginity. I know.
Dude, like,
And she's a beautiful artist, and like I was learning guitar at the time, and we both kind of like pushed each other to keep doing it, you know, like so we bonded on that with like we both seen like we were both more outsider than insider, like there's the fucking squirrel world that you can fucking go for, and then there's the fucking dreams you can go for, you know.
how fast did you come?
The first time's always a weird one. I don't know. But after that, yeah, it was quick, and then I had to start learning my tricks. But yeah, with her, there was definitely some soulmate stuff. It just like we never were bitter towards each other. We never argued. We never had to worry about each other. Like,
Was it
going
just bad
against each other.
timing?
No, there was nothing about the timing. Here's the thing: it was high school.
Oh yeah.
And we were each other's first, and this maybe this was only my fucking shit, you know. It probably was because I made it happen. But like, so we moved out and we got an apartment in Lafayette, and we were working. I was going to school. She was about to go to school. She might have been going to school at UL, but I had the dude bug of like, okay, like I don't know if like I could do one person my whole life. Like she was my perfect fucking person. I can't lie. But I wanted to experience another fucking girl. You know, I wanted to like something in me that needed to know. You know, and like to this day, I don't feel like that decision was wrong. I just feel like I went at it wrong. I feel like I could have talked to her about it and we could have fucking worked something out. But it was just I needed to experience it. You know. Now I've experienced enough women to know that I just want one. I just want one.
Yeah,
I just want that one that I can fucking trust and love. And I had that before. The second one was something different, but yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It comes at everybody different ways. Where like it took me. That many times 72 to meet the right woman to where I knew this isn't gonna get any better. Like, this is the girl, you know?
Yeah. You see, I was too young to realize that with my first girl, Christy.
Hey, we don't need to use names here.
No, it is what it is.
Christy from Cafe?
No.
Just jokes.
You might actually know her, but I ain't gonna bring up her last name right now. But anyway, like, it was just I was too young. I was not fucking wise at all. I was a very fucking. I was very in my head and like I don't know. I was not I'm not an extrovert that much now, but I got better at it, and I got better at talking about what the fuck I'd like to happen, and like especially like with people I'm trying to work with and shit. Like, and I didn't know how to do any of that before. I was just all in my head and fucking weird. So I didn't know how to solve the problem, and then just ended up breaking up with her. And it was the stupidest thing ever because there was no fucking reason. Like, she was really perfect for me.
It wasn't like you had another chick lined up. It was just like
no, it wasn't that. I didn't even have nobody lined up. I just wanted to be free because I didn't. Because since high school it was just me and her, but there was nothing ever wrong with it. It was just it was me fucking my Aquarius mind wanting to fucking explore more, you know.
So do you believe in all those signs and everything? You're an Aquarius. I'm a Gemini.
I think there's something to it. I think they do have a lot of fucking false pages out there, especially on the internet, that'll just fucking give you some generalizations. But I think there's something behind it because just the way that babies are born, and say like your mom was stressed the whole time you were pregnant. If you were born with your mom stressed the whole time you're pregnant, or she's doing drugs, you're gonna be born with some kind of fucking situation like that. You're gonna born detox out of drugs, or you're gonna be born very easy to be triggered by stress. You're gonna be born, like if your mom was chill the whole time, listening to good music, had a good fucking vibe, ate good, you're probably gonna have a better chance at being born.
Drink a little wine,
chilling, you know.
Think of all the presidents from way back in the day whose moms drank a little alcohol while they were in them.
A little alcohol ain't bad. It's drinking every night. It's drinking every day. It's like
yeah.
And yeah. If you want your fucking baby to be fucking perfect
president.
yeah. Go ahead and do your fucking perfect ass thing, but that don't happen. And a lot of us are fucking got a little bit of fucking shit with us, and we're making it happen.
Yeah, I don't like people that like cast a shadow on somebody because they have a little glass of red wine with their fucking salmon. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a great pairing, but
Yeah. And see, that's why I feel like an asshole sometimes when I talk shit on alcohol, because I'm not 100% against it.
Oh, by the way, is there any way you can?
Yeah, man, I'm actually drinking an alcoholic beverage right now too. But
can you hand me one of those shitty beers?
The thing is, my idea on alcohol, or my fucking story with the alcohol is that my dad was an alcoholic and a coke addict and a fucking crack addict also at times, and maybe more. That's just all I would know.
Damn, we're doing all three of those at the same time. Wow.
Or you hogging the crack pipe, man. So, but I didn't know about the coke and the other shit till later. But I do know that when him and my mom split up, I was at like 4, and he moved to Bro Bridge, and I would go like once every other weekend, maybe for the beginning, maybe once, like 1 weekend out of the month or whatever. And he was like, I didn't know it then because I was a little young kid. But as I grew up and went through my own fucking dark phases, I realized that's when he was doing the crack and the coke. It was just a dark vibe, a dirty place, not much food. He didn't abuse me, but my brother stayed with him, and I think he abused my brother, like, not a lot, but
Sexually or
no,
physically?
just physically, like if,
Emotionally?
definitely emotionally, but like if you get bad grades or do something stupid, he might hit him type shit, you know. But time passed. He met a good woman. For him for sure. He met his wife Annette, or it's a long relationship
They're
with
still
this
together?
woman Annette. No, yeah, I'm gonna get to that part of the story.
Okay, my bad.
It's not too long, but I'm gonna get to it. But so Annette kind of helped him stable out, and in the hard ways for sure. Like, I know at the beginning they were doing some shit, but like they ended up moving to this trailer out in Erath, and
Erath, Louisiana.
yeah, Annette had 2 kids. She had a older sister around my brother's age, and a younger brother, which was like in between me and my brother's age. Me and my brother's 5 years apart, so we could go outside and kind of play together and and shit. And this is out in the country. They got fields and shit. Like that's what we do. Like when I go there, my dad would fucking like during the day it'd be like go outside, here drink from the hose, come in at dark. We're gonna hose your ass off because y'all gonna be dirty as shit.
Right.
It was a good old life back then. I can't lie. But the thing about my dad, man, like every time I go, it's like a 24 pack a night, man. Like,
Damn, dude.
at least 12, but I feel like 12 during the day and 12 at night most of the time, you know. And he wasn't mean or
He was like a neutral drunk?
yeah, he's a neutral drunk. He wasn't like a bad drunk.
How do you describe me as a drunk?
I couldn't even tell you drunk. You're a happy drunk, I guess.
I'm happy drunk, right?
Yeah. But like when you're a kid and your dad's always that fucking plastered, and like also like it would always be a problem for him to come pick me up because we lived 2 hours away. So at a certain point, I got really sick of that shit, and I fucking cut myself off from it. And I told my mom I don't want to see my dad anymore. And then for like a good fucking long, like at middle school and on, and then I just said fuck this shit, you know. So I was really fucking pissed at him. And then I got through a mushroom phase when I got out of high school, and I kind of like forgave him for some shit. But that's where the alcohol shit.
Well,
that's where the alcohol fucking
Go back to the mushroom thing, because the mushroom thing makes you think about. Okay, so I'm thinking about my dad and what he was going through, and so you said you kind of forgave him a little bit.
Actually, the mushrooms, I forgave him later when he stepped back in. But with the mushrooms let me let go of the fucking anger. I had all this anger inside. I didn't know what it was for. I had this angst. I had this built up shit. I was making a lot of music and shit. And I didn't even notice it, you know. But the mushrooms showed me that there was a lot of things that I felt like I didn't do right, but that I learned on my own. Shit like fixing trucks. Like if my fucking my water pump goes out or something. I didn't change it this time, but I've changed shit like that before. And like back then, the first thought was always, oh man, I ain't got a dad to fucking help me fix it. Well, after I started doing shrooms, like I was older and I was doing my own shit for myself. So like the thoughts in my head were like, okay, well, my dad wasn't there, but I've become this person that knows how to navigate the world how I do now, you know. So it like I accepted that part. when I accepted him later, he just came in at a really crucial time in life, and he apologized for not being there. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
that's a big thing.
As fucking big as it gets. Like,
Yeah.
because
So
most people don't get that.
To this day, we're all right now. Like, we talk every now and then. He came over to my apartment one time. I guess not like the greatest relationship. I still got some fucking. I don't know. I love him.
Yeah, there's always gonna be some resentment, but you know, it's about
it's actually, man, I can't even say it's resentment anymore, man, because
it's just more like you have to develop a new relationship.
Yeah, that's it. It's developing a new relationship with somebody who it's hard to look at sometimes because you question like the past or something, and just the past hurts.
Right, and you countered on him, and he kind of let you down, so it was like, man, fuck you. But the fact that, and this is the craziest part, I think if everybody in the world just took some fucking mushrooms, not that I don't even take mushrooms, like, I've done it before, but I'm not advocating for it, but I kind of am. Like, imagine if everybody in Congress and, you know, in charge of everything took some mushrooms.
I think everybody needs a fucking nice psychedelic trip alone. And no, don't smother it with any other drugs unless you're smoking weed over it or something. Don't try to drink it away. Sit in your fucking trip. Sit it all out. Fucking every thought. Sit till you're not tripping anymore. Sit till you're hearing the cars roll by and enjoying the noise. Let your fucking brain just see what all that shit does for you, because there's a lot of fucking shit in it.
Yeah, it's gonna bring out a lot of emotions. It
shows you cycles you've never fucking understood, but that you do all the time, and it illuminates things that you might fucking be fucking yourself up with,
and that you may never.
And it also just might show you a fucking a clue on how to fucking get to where you want to go with a new something.
Yeah,
it does so many things.
It couldn't hurt.
And it's all stuff that's in your brain that we just can't. It's hard to pull out our conscious. It's not like it's not there. It's not like this drug is fucking. It can be achieved without the drug, is what I'm trying to say. But that takes a lot of enlightenment and probably meditation. And it seems like in this hectic world, it's harder to do that. So these psychedelics are a fast track to it. I'm Greg, and I love LSD.
See, and that's, you know, so you
take it at your own risk.
I understand.
Anybody want to talk about it?
I understand
have a conversation.
Where the alcohol is like a. You're not into it, but that's fine.
Well, the thing is, I like a beer every now and then. I'm salty about the alcohol because of my dad, but also I like psychedelics a lot, and I notice that if I'm taking psychedelics, if I take the right amount of psychedelics where I'm seeing this energy grid, or if I'm seeing higher level things, if I drink a beer, it's going to mute that.
Right.
So I think about the whole fucking fact that our whole culture, that's the drug that they go to. And yes, it's a drug like every other fucking drug that we use. Alcohol is a fucking strong drug. People die from it. They fuck up people's lives. So alcohol is a drug like heroin's a drug, like meth's a drug, like fucking ketamine's a drug, like fucking LSD's a drug, like weed's a drug. Some of them are lighter on you, like weed. But we got fucking bars that are selling alcohol. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that, but why can't you sell us a little ketamine too? It's safer. It makes us think cooler. Now, I'm not saying it's for everybody. It needs to be like a trial thing. You need to be supervised, maybe even be locked in this place for a certain period of time. Like, you can't you leave your keys. You leave your keys to buy the shit, and you pick up your keys when you're fucking done with your trip. Yeah. When you can walk out and show it, you know, like. But there's different ways to go about this shit. That's all I'm saying. Like, alcohol don't need to be the only fucking thing. I'm not saying like fucking cut out alcohol. Some people love it. Some people go too hard on it. Some people can do good with it. Some people, I mean, it's not a fucking horrible thing. It's just the fact that there's so many other things, and it's a fucking new world. We got fucking AI. We got so much computers around. We got a bunch of chemicals that can help our brain think in different ways. Let's explore this shit.
Yeah, and I think
fucking people, come on. The 60s and 70s happened, and LSD came out, and black people got way more civil rights, and fucking innovation happened. So many, the cars looked better at the time. The fucking technology boomed. Women's got more rights. I'm not saying that LSD caused all that, but I know LSD had a fucking big fucking influence in the people's minds because it happened at the same time. So all the people that maybe never considered that this person that's darker than me is exactly the same, but they just live in a different situation.
Right.
And LSD told them that.
Right.
It told the world. It told our world, our U.S. that. And a lot of shit moved, you know. A lot of shit moved after that. I think there needs to be a documentary on the effects of LSD on the culture, especially in that time.
So if we just drop a bunch of LSD on Israel and that whole war that's going on over there, like, I think religion kind of fucks up a lot of things. I think preconceived notions of race fucks up a lot of things, and that's what I was going back to my original point, like the mushrooms, which is a psychedelic.
Yeah, and I say LSD, mushrooms, put them in the same boat. Whatever your favorite is, I like them both. Yeah. I like them both. I was just saying LSD, but mushrooms is just
LSD
as beautiful.
Was created by the government.
No, LSD was created by Albert Hoffman in a lab, but then after that, the government used it a lot in trials. So yeah, it was created after, but the first creation was they were trying to make I think a cold medicine or something.
Then there's the whole
and you
Manson
made a fucking
thing.
Well, you see, and there's a weird thing about LSD, man. It's got a fucking soul to it. So I'm gonna stop talking about so much drugs after this.
Quit doing all this LSD right now, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go through one really weird LSD trip that kind of fucking set me in a guidance way. So I did LSD a bunch of times before this, but this one particular time, I got some really good quality shit. I took like 3 or 4 hits or something, and before that, I like when I took plant medicine, like okay, say psilocybin, the mushrooms, you know, or weed, you know, I always like kind of felt a spirit with it, you know. But before that, like LSD was just a chemical that was a psychedelic that very like opened my mind, but I didn't consider it a spirit in some kind of way. There's one trip, it like came to me as a spirit. She was a beautiful woman in all colors. It wasn't like a perfect like a drawn out face, but I could see that she was just a glowing woman in all colors. And she came to me and she said, "I trust you and spread my message. I trust you. I want you to spread my message." It was just a really like intense moment, like and I don't know. I like these other realms, and I believe in that just as much as I believe in all this shit. And I have done that since then. And I feel like it knows. And Charlie Manson didn't go that way. Charlie Manson went the other way, you know?
Well, he got basically goaded by the government, and they would bring prostitutes in, and...
Yeah, he's...
Like, they would have, like, a fucking mirror where he couldn't see.
Project Midnight or something.
Yeah, they were looking at him.
Yeah, it was some kind of weird shit like that. Yeah, they were basically fucking dope him up on LSD and just see what they do. I mean, the CIA was doing that fucking all through the 60s, maybe even like mid-50s, I think. I could be wrong.
Yeah, it probably happened earlier than that. We don't even fucking know, dude.
Well, in the papers that I read,
right.
But definitely like through early 60s and I know late 50s. They were fucking dosing random people without telling them. They were dosing people, and who knows how much. Like, not one hit that people can handle. Like they're probably dosing with fucking 10 hits and shit.
Yeah, they're
you
like,
fucking,
let's do this.
That's
too much.
If you
let's
got
do this.
too much fucking problems in your life, that shit can fucking run you up, you know? Like, that's the thing about psychedelics. You gotta take it. A bad trip is not a bad trip, but way too much and a bad trip. and a fucking lot of stress in your brain. God, I could see it causing problems.
And
you know?
if you're going through a rough time in your life,
Yeah, I could see that causing problems. Like I feel like I could get a high dose in me and deal with it, but there's no reason to because I don't know.
I mean, I think you've made a hell of a statement for everyone to go seek
Well, it's a new revolution.
acid.
Here's the thing: the doctors will tell you need some kind of medicine, antidepressants, all that cool shit. I take my acid. I like maybe a trip a week, and then once it starts getting dull, if I'm tripping, if the last trip ain't good, then I'll wait a little while longer. I didn't trip all summer. It affects whatever it does to your brain. You're able to still think that way, so you can use your knowledge. And mushrooms do the same. Psychedelics do this. They just so it's like you could pick an antidepressant to take every day to fucking just like mute your brain into fucking thinking that. Or you can take psychedelics and deal with your problems. It might be fucking harsh. It might be the bad trip or whatever people talk about. It is your fucking shit that you haven't dealt with yet in most cases. It's the shit that's bothering you that you're pushing off. Once you deal with that, there's no bad trips. Once you deal with that, you just keep going forward. But you can't go forward when you got the fucking bullshit in your face, like your house is dirty. Why did you fucking take LSD? You didn't even eat.
Why did
you
you say
fucking
this
didn't
to
even
this
drink
person?
water?
Why did you do this?
You got there's so much shit to do. Like you could have waited. You could or if you have a clean house and you take LSD and you fucking got your shit together, you just fucking put on some music and fucking float away. It's
And it sounds like it's in a different key, but it's still in the same key.
yeah. So I'm Greg. I like LSD. Yeah,
It's
but
just,
that's
it's
it's
different strokes for different folks.
different
man. Like,
strokes for different folks. But
And
everybody should try some psychedelics once.
somebody-
Mushrooms. Go with mushrooms first.
microdose. Like that's the new thing.
Microdose
right?
is cool too. Yeah.
That's the new
Because
thing.
it does open a window. That's what I find. Like some drugs just fucking drug you and fucking make you feel like something. Psychedelics open a window. The window closes when the psychedelics go away, but what you've seen, you know.
Right. Like I used to be able to smoke an entire blunt back in the day, like in my early 20s. And I could function perfectly. Now, I take one hit of weed and I'm like, describe me.
You goofy on weed.
I'm goofy, right?
It's funny. That's just tolerance though.
Yeah.
Because I quit weed for like not quit, but for a year. I was doing weed like maybe a couple hits, a couple bowls a week. Not much, just like not every day anymore, not fucking more 5 times a day. And at that point, I noticed like I could get paranoid easy off the weed. It would get me really high, like.
Right.
So yeah, it's like that's part of the reason I smoke fucking every day, is because it keeps my level right.
Keeps you grounded, right?
It keeps me grounded if I smoke enough. If I don't smoke enough, like say I wake up and like I go through my whole day fucking sober and I smoke before work, I'm gonna be way too high at work. So I wake
Right.
up and I smoke because I like smoking. I like it now. All y'all potheads know. Fuck it.
Well, it's the same thing with alcohol with me. Like,
Smoke 2 dabs in the morning.
I just, I keep a level amount of alcohol in me. I know my limits. I know when I cannot drive. I know, when I'm at my limit, I fucking know it, dude. Like,
Yeah,
I don't fucking black out drunk and get into fights or, like, I'm old as fuck, and I've gotten to that level to where I know that acid isn't my thing. Microdosing may be my thing, but alcohol is mostly my thing. And, your dad was an alcoholic, addict. My dad, addict, but he got clean.
My dad's clean now too.
Yeah, so there we go. But it's in our genes.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
Hey,
and
yeah, it's a lot of my family.
so
And that's the thing. It's not just my dad. Like I go to family. We go to family traditions, whatever you call it, holiday fucking festivals, Christmas and
functions.
stuff. Yeah, holiday functions with the family.
Festivals. Y'all have a whole fucking festival.
We got a lot. My mom has 12 siblings, so it is a lot of people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. There's a lot of cousins and shit, but yeah, it's not quite a festival.
It's
but
like
it's big.
What's your name again?
No. We all cool. We all know each other, but yeah. Just like I was young then, but like the alcohol just turns everybody into fucking rotten brain. Like, yeah, and they're mostly fun drunks. But when you see a cafe, they got those fucking like crying ass drunks, and then they got the fucking
The angries.
Oh, she's cheating on me and shit. But they keep doing the same things and like all you're doing is fucking bitching about the same things in the same circles. That's where I feel like the little psychedelics might help you get out of that fucking rut.
Yeah.
And realize that you're doing the same fucking thing and
'Cause
bitching about the same thing.
It'll stare you right in the face.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh shit, I do this a lot.
And it'll make you think, oh, wow.
Yeah,
I've
maybe
been doing
if
this
I
the whole
change this, I
time?
won't have to bitch about it anymore.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, look.
I
First
don't
time
know.
I ever tripped, all I did was laugh. Because,
Because you didn't have no fucking demons hanging on you.
dude,
And you were with friends probably or something.
I was with two of my best friends. We were having a great time. And the only reason I kept laughing was because dude's mom was at home and we were supposed to be just like chilling. And the fact that we weren't supposed to be laughing made me laugh more.
Oh,
So I was just like,
yeah.
like,
Dude.
and I was laying in the bathtub because I was trying to get as far as away from like where his mom was, and so I just went in the bathroom. And they got all those tiles in the bathroom, and I'm just laying there, and all of a sudden there's like smoke coming out of those fucking tiles, and I was just like, and
That's why I love psychedelics.
it was fun, dude.
Because okay, so it's always scary. Even I've taken more trips than I could count, but even to this day, when I dose, there's a little scaredness in me that's like, I'm about to ride this roller coaster. I'm about to ride this big fucking wave, like every time. But I know how it treats me. But the first few times, especially the first time, like you take that shit, you never felt nothing like it. You're like, at some point, you can be like, I don't know if I'm gonna go back to normal.
Exactly.
And that is a fucking valid thought. So like in my early days of tripping, I started fucking understanding, like when I'd start to get that feeling, I'd be like, I took this drug, I decided to fucking do this to me. I know what it does, but I could go crazy. Once you fucking lift, you gotta relinquish the control.
Yeah, just give it all up.
Yeah, most other drugs you're fucking about your ego and your control. With psychedelics, you gotta let your fucking control go. You gotta flow with that shit. You're in the ocean. You could the air feels like waves, especially the energy in the air. Shit.
So, having said all that, how do you view the world? Because I'm about to hit you with some fucking news, dude, that I don't even know if you know about.
How do I view the world? The world's
So,
pretty cool.
It's like
I like it.
it's like mid. Like that's what all the cool kids are saying these days, like, that shit's mid. Which it means like it's not good, it's not bad.
That's how they view the world.
Yeah, that's like their I guess like cool kid term.
Yeah. I get
Oh
it.
man, that's mid. Whatever. Like for instance, Taylor Swift. That's mid.
No, I get it. Like we made great.
Yeah, but like we had our own terminology back when we were young, right? Like I would say tight. I would say like if a girl was fine, she was fine,
Yeah.
But like they have all these new terms. This is startling Because California has become the first U.S. state to ban Skittles because it causes cancer.
Yeah. Well,
apparently.
actually, I think
Also-
Europe banned it. I know some other places across the world banned them.
Here's some Skittles,
I've had my share of Skittles.
dude.
Yeah. So they're banning Skittles because they're toxic. But this, oh shit, we're making way with stuff. I'm not gonna go there. Thank you for the fact that half the states are like working on some kind of legality toward marijuana. That's some beautiful shit.
I mean, that is progression. Like,
that's some big beautiful shit.
that's good shit, and it's sort of, what are we really focusing on when there's other things that we could possibly be focusing on, like a zombie virus that's waking up after 50,000 years as the planet has been warming up. According to Bloomberg, the thawing of ancient permafrost due to climate change may pose a new threat to humans.
Yeah, they've been saying that idea.
According to researchers who revived nearly 24 viruses, including one frozen under a lake for more than 48,000 years. They revived and characterized 13 new pathogens, what they termed zombie viruses, and found that they remained infectious despite spending a millennia. Sorry, it's 5 a.m. here. Trapped in the frozen ground. So basically, all these zombie movies and shows might not be far off. And to what end? Like, okay, so we could be. I already think there are zombies. I already think there are aliens living amongst us. But I think there might be zombies.
Consider aliens,
dude. Like,
I think that I've seen some documents on like the drug use. I think it was in Peru or is Cuba or one of the South American nations that are on the line coming up to Miami. And there's certain and with the bath salts that happen in Florida too.
Yeah.
I feel like there's certain drugs that might maybe not full zombie mode, but just put your brain into a fucking area that you're not gonna fucking get out of.
Oh yeah, the bath salt thing was a huge mess that I don't think got talked about enough. Like, that was, you want to talk about psychedelics, like, that's the real fucking, like,
Go hard.
Let's look into this. And then all
New
of a sudden
age PCP.
it just disappeared. It was just
No, it didn't.
Well, there were no, like, other news stories about it. Like, there was that one news story where, like, somebody, like, ate someone's face off.
They probably fucking found the right dose. They probably fucking gave that dude way too much.
And he just, like, laid in the bed for...
It's probably, maybe it's something like PCP, you know?
Right.
Fuck.
Right.
You got people fucking going out lifting, pushing over cars. I don't know what they do. They do some crazy shit, fuck. I don't know.
It's a wild world, and we're living it, and don't have any kids, because I don't think we're gonna be around much longer. As bleak as that sounds, I had a nice phone conversation with my mom today, encouraging me to go back to college and get a degree, and you will get a great job, because all these restaurant jobs, they're all the same.
I think about that too, but then as soon as I'm out of college, I owe $40,000.
Exactly. Like, oh, is college free? Oh, in Germany? Oh, okay, I'll go to Germany and go to college. And then you'll never see me again. And then what? And then I'll just being a zombie apocalypse, because for some reason I feel like if there's gonna be a zombie apocalypse, it's gonna be overseas. It's gonna start over there, and it's gonna spread to the United States.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how COVID started, right?
China. The China virus?
China.
The China virus?
You got COVID. No, you didn't get COVID. You think you got COVID.
I got what felt like the flu, but I felt like if I would have went to the doctor, they would have called it COVID. But out of all the flus I got in my life, it was exactly the same. But that's just me. I didn't lose my sense of smell, so I don't think I got COVID.
Dude, I wish I would have lost my sense of smell. Like, that would have been awesome. Like, my girl shits up the bathroom. I don't smell it.
You don't want to eat food, though.
Well, all right. Out of all the senses, which one you do away with? Obviously not sight, not hearing, not taste.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
Why not taste, though?
But nose,
is taste part of smell? Yeah,
nose and taste kind of have like.
So would that be the same sense? You know, like
it's kind of
the fuck. It probably is.
Kind of a tough one.
Okay.
But here's the thing. I feel like if you ate like a habanero pepper, you would taste that shit, even if you didn't have a sense of smell.
Maybe not taste it, but it burn.
It'll burn out your asshole.
It burn your mouth too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you would taste it.
I don't know.
Let's try it. All right, I'm gonna close your nose. Get you one of those. What's that fucking stupid show where they like do the hot wings or whatever, and they get like celebrities on, and they're like, "All right, this is stage 1. How's this?" And then they get to like stage 5, and it's like, "This is the hottest shit I've ever tasted." And they're like crying and shit. Like,
nah, I never seen it.
You never seen Hot Ones? Dude, it's stupid as fuck. I don't know how it even was made into anything, but they get like A-list celebrities to go on there and eat chicken wings, and some of them throw up, some of them start crying. Like, it's like
retards.
Dude,
how about this? Vision or sound? Which one would you be cooler with going? Because the taste buds and the nose kind of are inferior compared to the other two.
Right.
It depends on how you feel like a dog or something.
Well, that's okay. So, as a musician,
I feel like I could deal without the fucking sound. I feel like I could fucking learn the note vibrations. Beethoven did.
That's a very good point.
And you can still see everything, you know.
And
but then,
I know all my notes already, so all they would have to tell me is be like, "Hey, turn down or turn up."
Yeah,
you know?
And if you lose your vision, you're trapped in your mind, which is pretty cool too, because
you've already seen shit.
Yeah,
you know
what everything looks like. You get to experience something totally different, and then you also learn like echolocation in that type of way where you know fucking how to respond.
The only thing that would
I would go with
suck.
that. I would go with the keeping the eyesight and losing the ears.
Yeah, because I could still play video games and watch the Packers and Pacers.
Yeah, and you could fucking learn sign language and shit. You can still communicate. You can see people's fucking reactions and shit.
Exactly. Yeah, dude, make a good point. Very good point. Do you want to take some of these toxic Skittles before you go, because they may be banned soon?
Yeah, I don't really care.
I mean, after all that we've done tonight, you know.
We'll be able to get some at Cafe Cottage, I'm sure.
Yeah, we're
some friends.
I don't know where that place is or if it even exists, but apparently it's something in your mind that you brought up, and I'll go with it.
That weird shit.
Did you have a good night tonight?
Yeah, it was chill.
Are we getting old?
Yeah. But the cool thing, sometimes if you take enough acid, time flips. Sometimes you'll just stand there and you're not even moving. Sometimes it feel like it's going backwards for a second. So this weekend, I don't know where I was. I don't know if I was old or young or fucking. I was a star child.
Do you want to play a song for us to go out on? You have one in mind?
Yeah, I could do.
I know it's an acoustic and it's hard to play, but you know what, bitch? You got strong fingers.
I don't want to be too loud though.
Nah, dude. My girl's already up. She's getting ready for work, and I'm gonna come and mic it up. Let's go. You can sing if you want. Yeah, Taylor stay in tune for the most part.
Alright, I'm gonna play a Pink Floyd.
Fucking right.
So you think you can tell heaven from hell, blue skies for pain? Can you tell a green field from a coastal rain? A smile from a veil. Do you think you repair? Get you to trade your heroes for ghosts, hot ashes for trees, hot air for cool. Oh shit! I tried, but I ain't played that song in a long time.
Yo, man, we getting old. I'm gonna play it next episode, and you're gonna sing. Because that was one of the first songs I ever learned. But the first one was like Metallica. It was like... It was like some bullshit song. It was like 2 notes. What was that song called? What's the easiest Metallica song in the world? That was it. That's
the easy part. That's just the easy part. That ain't easy song, though.
Yeah, dude. That was the first thing I learned on fucking guitar. What's it called?
One.
Yes, dude. I was about to say 2. And it was only because my best friend at the time was like a big Metallica fan. So I was like, dude, I want to like learn a Metallica song and like show off.
Yeah.
But then I got into Dave Matthews Band and...
I learned a bunch of Metallica back in the day.
Dude, Metallica's legit. Like, fucking right. Not into them, but they're legit.
I'm gonna try one more song.
All right, we got another one.
And if it works, we're gonna edit out the other shitty song.
No, we're keeping that in. Ready?
Oh shit. Which one am I go for?
Use your British voice.
Well, I can't. It's American. It's not a Beatles song.
After all the jacks are in their boxes, and the clouds have all gone to bed, you can hear happiness staggering on down the street.
Jubilee, sweeping of the broken pieces off of yesterday's old life. Somewhere the queen is weeping, yeah. Somewhere a king has no wife, and the wind screams Mary. Will the wind ever remember all the names that have been blown in the past? But with its crutch and its old age, just like us in its wisdom, it whispers, no, this will be the last. And the wind screams Mary. And it's a little out of order, but I'm gonna throw it back in. The traffic lights, they turn blue tomorrow, and they shine the emptiness down on my bed. The tiny island sags, those going downstream, 'cause the life they live there, they're dead. And the wind cries Mary. Yeah, I'm not Hendrix, but
Greg Stelly. We've had a hell of a night. We Getting Old. Episode 4. And at this point, next week, we're going to have our own YouTube page. And we're going to be doing this weekly. And if you think we're sexy in this this picture that I'm putting up, just wait. It's gonna get better. We have makeup artists. We have physical trainers. And we have a really great guitar that's always in tune. And maybe next week I'll break out my fucking keyboard and play a little ditty for you. But until next time, what was our
the shit river floats downhill.
The shit river floats downhill.
Flows downhill. Sorry about that.
bitch.